Monday. This is the face of someone in pain, I might add. I broke my back over the weekend. Woke up, what day was it? Friday? Yeah, it could have been Friday. Woke up Friday morning. Oh, the pain, I was crippled. All through the weekend, nothing happening. I was just sat down, and every time I stood up, I was like an old man. I mean, worse than what I am. So today, someone suggested, because we haven't got hot water bottles over in the Philippines, because you don't need them, a sock, shove it full of rice, whack it in the microwave, put that on your back, and it works. It doesn't last long, works for about 10 or 15 minutes, if that, but it gives you heat. So I've just sat reading my books with that on my back, and it takes time to work, I suppose. Right, what have I got to tell you? Well, let me show you. Well, we're still waiting for someone to put the wood on that. We've got a guy down there somewhere who is just finishing off the... I'll show you. There you go, he's doing a great job of making those look nice, isn't he? Yeah, he's done a very good job. There he is, my mason. Give us a smile for the camera. Don't think he speaks England. So he's just filling in some gaps, and then he'll be moving on to something else. I've just spoken to the other guy that's here, and he said that they've just gone to fetch some gravel. So that would indicate to me that they're going to start banging that flat. You can see they've already used the Philippine vibrator on that to get it solid-ish. So they're going to start laying gravel on that, and they've got to do this bit before they can lay the concrete. I think there's reinforcing bars going down as well. I did say to him, I said to him, before you put the gravel down on that, let's mark out where the landscaping circles and squares are going to be, because that will save you get gravel, because you're not going to put gravel or concrete on those, because I'm going to use them for plants and stuff. He said yes. We'll see if he remembers. Now, I don't remember whether I told you or I didn't tell you, but Blondie was sitting in her coop. So I thought it was the noise, and she was scared, and because it was just around firework time. But it turned out she was broody. So the cure for that is to basically keep moving them and block the area where she was sitting off, so she can't go there. No, she's now decided she's going to sit underneath the coop. You just have to be a little bit, you know, I know it's her instincts, but you've just got to be a little bit cruel to be kind, I think's the word. Otherwise they sit there on nothing. They wear themselves out, they don't eat, they don't drink, they're tired, they lose feathers, they don't lay eggs. Generally they're just a waste of time. I better go and give them some more water. I can see they've had all their food and they've drunk their, or thrown their water about the place. So let me go and do that.
Hinanap si Kuya Bernie, sabi ko wala na sa dito. Hindi na nakabili ng bahay ni Kuya Bernie. Saan ba si Muso yan? Wala na. Ako yung wala. Si Muso ito.
Hello.
At the end of Monday, the guys have taken down all the rubbish from the side of that wall, as you can see. I don't know where they put it, I'll be honest. They've probably just thrown it over the wall. But they've also smoothed out the bottom, and they're getting ready, they tell me, to start putting the gravel down tomorrow. So me and one of them will mark out where the planters are going, which is not going to have gravel on, and then the rest will be done. And the mason has gone round the back of this wall here and filled in all the joints, and he's done a very good job of that all the way along, so that looks quite finished. Well, I'm off my deathbed anyway. I feel a little bit better today, but it's still a pain sitting down or standing up, going to the toilet. Oh, what a performance that is. Right, what's happened today, Tuesday? Well, no workers turned up. The gardener was supposed to turn up yesterday, but he's going to turn up Wednesday. The workers didn't turn up because really they're waiting for the ground at the bottom of the garden to harden. It's been a bit soft and they don't like putting concrete on soft soil. I mean, today's a lovely hot sunny day, so I think it'll be, unless it rains of course later on. So I think today'll do it good. Now I did buy another wind chime. I've got one over the barbecue area. I bought an identical one. They're actually very good quality. Got it from Shopee, and I was going to fit it myself, but I couldn't lift the ladder to get up to the top. Oh, what a cripple. You see that corner there? I was going to put it there, but I can't get up there. So when the guys turn up tomorrow, they can just screw a screw through the board, and then I'll hang the wind chime on it. Or if they come up with a better solution to hang it, so be it. Chicken's roosting. I shut the gate to its coop last night, so it was on the roof, but it's back in the coop today. Now whether that's roosting or laying an egg, I don't know, so I'll give it, and it normally lays an egg in the afternoon, so I'll leave it there. But I noticed that Brunette was in the coop by the side, so maybe that's thinking about laying an egg. We'll know everything tonight, won't we? Max is this weather's a bit hot for a long-haired dog, so he's gone to sleep by the side of the pond. The fish are okay. So what we're going to do tomorrow, although I could shut up and you could watch it tomorrow, but I'll tell you anyway, we're going to put some garden soil down by the edges of all the stones. We're going to make the stones leading there, we're going to make those a little bit straighter, and we're going to put them in the ground, being careful not to chop any more cables. CCTV boys came yesterday, what stars they are, and they reconnected my cable, so I've now got a CCTV camera for the back of the house, or 2 cameras for the back of the house. So well done to them. Only cost me £1,000. They didn't want £1,000, they wanted less, but I said, I'll take it. That's about £15 UK. Not bad for a call out charge and fixing that, is it? What else is the gardener going to do? Yes. I'm going to get him to plant some of the plants in the ground, and I'm going to get him to move some of that soil, whether you can see it there, some of that soil, move it and flatten it a little bit so it looks a bit more presentable. Ronnie, the handyman from Joel, is supposed to be coming sometime this week to finish the patio and the driveway floor tiles. Fingers crossed, because he is excellent, he really is. That's all I got to tell you. So I'm going to go back and I tried that rice in the sock experiment. Shoved it in the microwave, got it nice and hot, put it inside my shirt and sat down, watched a film, did things. Didn't really, it felt hot occasionally, but more or less it was generally warm, you see. And then my back or my nerves or whatever it is got used to it. I was walking around for hours with it, and it keeps the heat. I'll tell you what, never mind 10 minutes, it keeps the heat for a good hour. Anyway, I went to bed last night and I showed Joy my back, and she went, took a picture of it. I've got 3rd-degree burns on my back where the bag has just lain on my back. Why my nervous system didn't pick it up, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's in shock because of my back pain. But I've got a blister, I've got massive red mark, the shape of a sock. Oh, I did laugh. Anyway, I got nothing else to tell you. It's boring today. I wish I had a hobby. I used to do the painting, all the pictures in the man cave I painted myself. Maybe one day I'll show you. I should get back to that, I suppose. Do some painting. I should be on the bike, but my back's aching. Yeah, I should be doing some gardening, but my back's aching. Oh, we'll get there. Anyway, this is a bit of a ramble and it's a bit boring for you, so I'll shut up. I might not even post it. Wednesday, solar power guys turned up, so they've got those 2 lights there, so they'll look quite nice. They hung me my 2nd wind chimes, so that's giving off a nice little chime. James the gardener turned up. We've put some soil in a couple of the hollows. He's put soil all the way along there so the grass can grow into it. We've planted a couple of plants and put some blocks around them just to stop people, because stop people from accidentally damaging them, because looks like a weed in the wilderness, doesn't it, at the minute? So they've got one there, we've got one there, we've got 4 or 5 down there somewhere. So that's that bit I showed you earlier on. We've kind of levelled that out a little bit. Got the soil all the way down there. Planted a plant there. So this is all ready for a bit of rain. And then next week we'll get the lawnmower out. Give it another good going over. Then it'll look quite pleasant, won't it? What he's going to do this afternoon, you see these metal plant stands, well, they need a good coat of paint and a bit of a primer and moving into a different location. So he's going to paint those 2, he's going to paint that one. There's one behind Max's cage that needs a bit of a going over, so we've got the paint for it. So we'll shift them on the grass later on, somewhere in the shade, paint them. If we get black paint on the grass, it doesn't matter, we can just lawnmower it over next week, can't we? And then once they're painted, we can leave them out in the Philippine sun and put them in their place either later on today or early tomorrow. I haven't really decided where they're going yet, but... Good morning, my fine friends. It's Friday. I hope we're all looking forward to the Mike Tyson fight tomorrow. 9 o'clock in the morning. That starts in the Philippines. So I think Netflix is on for 4 hours. That programme is on for 4 hours. So there'll obviously be an undercard there somewhere. But I reckon he'll be fighting about maybe 11. Anyway. we've got a few friends round for hot dogs and beers, so that should be quite entertaining tomorrow morning, shouldn't it? Right, what's happened today? Nothing. It's Friday, obviously. Builders are still waiting for the ground to dry out. Well, I think it's dried out now. We've had almost a week of perfect sunshine, so there's nothing stopping them cracking on. They say they're going to start Monday, so hopefully between now and Monday it stays dry. I've had a look on the weather forecast and I think it's going to. We had a subcontractor around this morning to measure some glass for the balcony, and the balcony's already got glass, but there's one sheet that's missing, and the stairs has got one sheet but all the rest are missing. That was because when the original company measured it, they got the holes in the wrong place, so they couldn't fit the brackets, and then they went out of business or something. So we've got another one in now to repair that, so that should take place next week. I also had a contractor or a subcontractor measure where the solar powered units are in the garage, to put a shower enclosure just around those, so it doesn't get damaged by animals, cars, people, machinery rubbing up against the wires. I don't want anything to happen, so that will be behind glass. He's given us a price, so hopefully we could have that done next week as well. What else are we waiting for? Underneath that balcony at the roof there's some indents in the ceiling. Those are going to be PVC wood-like panels to match the wood that's you can see behind me. They've ordered that. They think they ordered it earlier on this week, so it should be turning up next week. I mean, it's not a lot. I'm surprised they didn't have it in stock, but they didn't, so they're going to be installing that hopefully next week as well. What else have I got to tell you? Nothing really, so I'm just going back. Oh yeah, there's one thing. As I walk the garden, you can see it more on the soil than you can the grass, because the grass is fairly good, but on the soil you can see stones and bits of paper hidden in the soil, and cigarette ends and wrappers and bits of wood and things that you don't want on display. Well, I'm shying off clearing those at the minute, because when these builders come back to do the concrete here, what's it going to take, about a fortnight? Well, if I clean this now, it'll be back to looking the same as it does now, won't it, in 2 weeks? Because no one looks after it as well as you look after your own property. I mean, there's an old paintbrush there. Why that's not been thrown in the bin, I do not know. So I'm holding off cleaning this off for a minute until the builders are finished, and then my gardener and me can give this a damn good once over with the rake, get rid of everything, and then we can start the landscaping to this area. That's the plan. As far as the grass is concerned, there's very little weeds now, because the gardener, when he sees them, gets rid of them. But here you've got, around this bit here, you've got the waste ends of rivets where they were doing the ceiling. They just didn't clear up after themselves, and there's bits of rivet on the floor. Not ideal if you've got a dog, is it? But I don't want to clean them up, although I should, until Ronnie's finished the floor tiling here, because all the way around here there'll be bits of surplus concrete and bits of floor tile they don't use, and it'll be a mess. So I might as well wait until Ronnie's finished it and then give it one good clean afterwards, and then it'll be spotless. Me and the gardener are still infilling bits to make the lawn flat. We've started. This is by no means the end. We've started. Next week he's going to finish these, getting that straight, then he's going to paint those, and then he's going to do something else. I haven't decided what for him to do. I might get him to start, to be honest, I might get him to start clearing that lot. Oh, I tell you what I could get him to do. You see that pile of earth over there? I'll get him to put that flat. That'll be a plan, won't it? So there you go, that's the action for today. Not a great deal. Right, so that's Friday. There's no builders working tomorrow, so I might put this out early. So well, that's about it. There's no guys turning up tomorrow, so I will probably put this out early, maybe tonight even. So look after yourselves, have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you all Monday when things should start again. So look after yourself, everybody.